Hi guys, it's Mrs. Edmonds. I miss you guys. I hope you're doing really well and that you're washing your hands and you're staying away from big crowds. So we are doing some online work for this week. I posted a lot of different options on GradeLink for you guys to see for your assignments. I'm going to go over some of them right now so you guys aren't overwhelmed and you're not confused. We're going to make this a super easy transition. Obviously you guys are still going to have to do some work. Even though you're able to do it from home, that's okay, but you guys are still gonna have to do some work. So I do have some late ReadWorks assignments that weren't done from last week. So I think they were actually due on the 9th. So if you did not finish that ReadWorks due on the 9th, I need you guys to go back and do that, okay? So that was due like last Monday. If that's not done, make sure you catch up with that right now. It's the Reagan assignment, okay? Now, once you're done with that, then I need you guys to talk to your parents about Island of the Blue Dolphins. I need you to tell them that we're gonna need it in a couple of weeks. If we're gonna be doing this online, that's totally fine. We'll read from a distance. You guys will probably be reading on your own, but if not, we're gonna try and read together as much as possible, just like in the classroom like we normally do. But we won't need that until after spring break, okay? So Island of the Blue Dolphins is going to be needed after spring break. I have ReadWorks posted for this week. One of the articles is due on Wednesday, okay? So that's in 2 days. So if you guys already did your other ReadWorks article, that's perfect. You don't have to work on that. You can go ahead and work on the one due on Wednesday, or if you just want to do the old one today and then work on the one due on Wednesday tomorrow, that's totally fine too. We have daily reading that's going to be required now. Okay, so you guys are allowed to read anything that you want to. Make sure that it's appropriate. Make sure it's age appropriate too, guys. I want you guys to be pushing yourselves a little bit. The subject is completely up to your choice. Hopefully you have some options at home that you can do. If you don't have any good book options, you have used up your supply already, if you go to the library website, there's a virtual library that has access right now, and it's absolutely amazing. If you haven't gotten a library card yet, that's an option that you guys can do. Maybe if you don't want to go in there in person, call them and see if you guys can do it from a distance, see what they can do, okay? But that is an option. They have Hoopla, which is an option that is free through the Palm Beach County Library as long as you have a library card, your parents or yourselves. And they also have another one. I can't remember what the new one is, but I just saw it yesterday. It's a really good resource, so make sure you guys use one of those, okay? Or you can just use a book at home that you already have. All right, so you guys have your reading options, which is going to be reading 20 minutes a day. So you're going to be reading Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay? 20 minutes each time. When you guys are done with that reading, I want you to answer a question, and I posted the question on each tab for your GradeLink, okay? Your GradeLink assignment. So it'll say, let's see, let me click on it. It'll say reading 316. That's going to be the one that's due on March 16th. It'll say reading 317. That'll be the one due then. You guys can email it to me, your questions and your answers, at edmondslmft@gmail.com. I wrote that in the description too, so you don't have to know how to spell that out. And let's see what else I have for you guys. The questions for the reading, I just need you to answer one question. You don't have to answer all of these. Just choose one. What did you learn is one. What's the main character struggling with? That's 2. 3 is, can you relate to any of the characters you read about? 3. And would you recommend this reading to a friend? Why? That's 4. So that's your reading that I want you guys to do on your own. Obviously, we're not going to do it as a class. We're not going to do it through video or anything. Just make sure you guys are doing it. Send your answers to me via email. Just one question per day. All right? Try and switch it up a little bit so it doesn't get boring for you. But you can read whatever you want as long as it's 20 minutes a day. Okay? I'm going to have you guys do this really cute assignment. It's called a sticky note attack. Now the sticky note attack is where you're going to be cooped up at home. Anyways, your family's going to be there. Some parents might have to work, so you can do this for them and leave them little sticky notes. If you have sticky notes, that's great. If you don't, just do it on a piece of paper and tape it, or just leave it someplace where they're going to be able to find it. But it's called a sticky note attack. And what I want you guys to do is I want you to write a note and make sure you have good grammar. Okay, because the grammar is going to be counted for this. You're going to write a note to a family member, and it can be one sentence. It can be very short, very sweet. Just make sure that grammar is perfect. Make sure you have a subject, make sure you have a verb, at least, okay? And then add some extra words too, so that you're making it a nice note to your family members. A lot of the stuff with the coronavirus, oh no, there's mosquitoes out here. A lot of the stuff with the coronavirus is very nerve-wracking, it's stressful. So make sure you send some notes out to your family members. Let them know that you love them. Let them know that you are thinking about them, and make it fun, okay? Make it fun so that you are able to connect with your family members. Send it to your parents, send it to your siblings, whoever you want to. Now, as you do these sticky notes, what I want you guys to do is I want you to take a picture of each sticky note. You can do it with a phone, you could do it on your parents' phone, whatever you have to do. Just make sure you collect all of them. If you want to, you can do them all in one picture and send it to me, or you could do each sticky note and send it to me that way. But this isn't due until Friday, so you have all week to be able to work on it, okay? Now, that is the sticky note attack, so that'll be a fun assignment. You'll have that due on Friday, and that's posted on Gradely as well. And it's Monday, so you guys have your vocab words. I posted your vocab words on the Gradely assignment, so if you want to look at them while I go through this, that's totally fine. I'm going to start them in just a second, so if you want to go into Gradely now and view them and see what you can pull up so that you see the words in front of you, if you're more a visualization person, that's an option for you, okay? So we have 10 vocab words as usual because we have a full week. I'm not sure how I'm going to test this yet. I might do it on a quiz option so that you guys have options to be able to choose from, like A, B, C, or D. So I think that's how I'm going to use it, and I'll just have to trust you guys that you're making sure that you're doing the honor code and you're not going into your words to find it. So the first vocab word is confront. Confront means to oppose in a hostile way. So if your best friend said something mean to you, maybe you're going to go up to them and confront them and say, wait, you said that about me? That is not nice. And so if that's what you're going to choose to do, you might choose to confront them. So that's opposing in a hostile way, okay? It doesn't have to be physical. It can just be, it can be something where it's a little uncomfortable. A lot of people don't like confrontation, but it's not the easiest thing to do. So it's something with a little bit of aggression in the tone, okay? Confront means oppose in a hostile way. The next word is drone. Drone means to make a monotonous low sound. So sometimes if you have a teacher, which not Mrs. Edmonds is so good, but if you have a teacher that goes on and on and on, and they don't change the tonation of their voice, they don't go up, they don't go down, they just talk about blah, 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 that would be droning. Okay, so droning on and on means that they are not changing their pitch, they're not changing their tone at all. It's just one tone across the board and they're just going on and on and on. So that's called droning, okay? Next word is erode, which means removing rock or soil. So the Grand Canyon is a good example of erosion, which the water over time in the river has actually eroded rock consistently across the Grand Canyon, and that's how we get the Grand Canyon, that deep, beautiful place. So eroding is the water pushing constantly for many, many years, pushing the rocks to the side and forming this big canyon shape. So that's eroding. Eroding is removing rock or soil, okay? We also get eroding on the beach when the waves pull up and they erode some of the sand back into the water with them. That's erode. Flaw is an error or imperfection. A flaw is something that's not right. So if you made a flaw or an error on your test, you would be misspelling something or you would have the wrong answer, okay? So that's flaw. Next word is grueling. Grueling is causing exhaustion. So if you had to run a marathon, that would be grueling work. It would cause you a lot of exhaustion. It would be really, really tough, okay? So that's grueling. The next word is illiterate. Illiterate is not being able to read or write. So in America, we have a very low illiteracy rate, which is fantastic. In a lot of places across the world, there is a lot of illiterate students, a lot of illiterate people. They've never learned how to read, they've never learned how to write, okay? So that's what illiterate means. Lavish is our next word. It's very generous. So a lavish amount of food at a buffet would be an extreme amount of food, very generous amounts, so much that you probably aren't going to eat all that kind of food, or that party or that group is not going to be able to eat all that kind of food, all the amounts of food. So lavish is very generous. Usually it's tied with something fancy. So lavish, okay? Maternal is our next word. Maternal is characteristic of a mother. So you guys have Miss Claudia. Miss Claudia is very maternal. She's very loving. She's very motherly to all of you guys, okay? So that's maternal. Next one is persist. Persist is refuse to stop. Wellington Collegiate Academy is persisting in giving our lessons. So that's why you are getting messages from me right now via video. Even though we can't be in social settings, we can't be in groups because of this happening. So we will persist to learn, and we will persist to keep going, okay? And you will persist to be educated. I'm proud of you guys for that. The next word and the last one is ponder. So ponder means to think deeply. I want you guys to ponder what all this means for you guys. Do you like virtual classrooms? Do you like virtual assignments? Do you not like it? Do you prefer to be in person? So ponder what that means for you, having to be in this virtual setting. It can be very tough for some people, but other people, they really like it. So ponder what that means to you. Ponder means to think deeply, okay? I'm gonna post all these words on GradeLink just like I usually would. For tomorrow, I need you guys to print out, and I'm gonna include this link in an email, pages 12 and 13 on a link that I'm gonna send you, and then we'll go over a lesson tomorrow, okay? I want you guys to remember to do your reading tonight, 20 minutes of reading, answer the question and email it to me. Do your read works from last week if you did not complete it already. If you did, fantastic. You can go ahead and work on the one on Wednesday if you want to, or you can wait till tomorrow, okay? Also, you can start your sticky note attack process if you want to, if you want to start writing notes to your friends, to your, to your family members, to your siblings, okay? All right, guys, well, I'm proud of you. Thank you for sticking with this video, and the code word is sticky. Bye.